The Mustache Man is here to present you with the second episode of Weekly Updates You Don't Give a Shit About. It is I, Arav, and
My name is Sid, and you will do what I say. Woot woot.
This is Ishan. I'm a newcomer here. I'll shut up now.
Now, moving on to our first item of the day. Now, Cliches Forever Book 2 has finished its first draft, which I have already detailed in the previous weekly update. And now the proofreading and reading just in general has begun. In this reading, I will just figure out what is wrong with the book right now and how to fix it. Yeah.
Intriguing
cool.
indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now, so now we'll give updates on what we're reading. Yesterday, I finished Before They Are Hanged, the second book in the first Law trilogy by Joe Abercrombie. I have it right here. Yeah.
Very cool
I
cover.
gave the book a yeah, I gave the book a 95 out of 100. Very good
Wow.
book. Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, it was pretty good. It expanded on the characters and the world a lot, and it just made the series a lot better. It might be better than the first book, but I gave that a 96 out of 100, so my rating isn't really consistent with my opinion. On to
Yeah.
Arav.
And it's still the same book. It's right over here. Um, I have read until page 200, so that's good progress. I was on 150 last time, so yeah, that's 50 pages. Great. The book is
In a week.
progressing. Stuff's happening.
What's happening? Yeah. What's your opinion on it so far?
I mean, nothing has really happened in the book yet, but so far so good. I mean, yeah, so far so
Yeah.
good.
Okay. Ishan?
Right. So, out of fear of getting cancelled, I won't say anything. I have it right here. But so far, 8 out of 10 experience. I won't say anything else. I'm sorry to those of you who actually enjoy communism, but I will not say anything else.
I see.
Yeah. So, what are your opinions on the book so far?
Bruh.
Okay.
Well, it's
Uh,
good. Don't come at
it's
me with
good.
that. That was purely ironic.
Uh-huh.
You can enjoy a man's life without enjoying what he has done.
True
Albert
that.
True.
Einstein, 1875.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we are
Fine.
very wise on this podcast.
We are the wisest people ever. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Weight rumbles
Rishikesh
in
is currently
here.
reading. Rishikesh is currently reading *The Fires of Heaven* by Robert Jordan, Book 5 of *The Wheel of Time* by Robert Jordan. Now, he was still reading this last week, but it's a pretty big book, so I'll forgive him for that. Also, it's not really much to forgive. He's enjoying the book. That's all that really matters. So yeah, it's a pretty it's a pretty good book. Ishan says that it's one of his least favorites in the series. I disagree. I mean, I wouldn't put it in my top 5 or anything, but it's not going in the bottom 5. But then,
Clarification.
the
That is not this
taking,
Ishan.
but
It's a
then
different
taking
book.
out the yeah, but taking out the top 5 and bottom 5, it just becomes there's just 4 in between. So
Mm.
yeah. Um, the other Ishan is currently reading *Reaper Man* by Terry Pratchett, and I'm hoping he loves the book because this is my third favorite Terry Pratchett book that I've read out of the 7 I've read. The other two are number 2 is *Small Gods* and number 1 is *Men at Arms*. Those are just great books, but this one is also incredible, like most Terry Pratchett books, except for the first two. So yeah, um, opinions out of on Terry Pratchett. You love Terry Pratchett, right?
I read a small snippet, and it was pretty funny. It was a really good style of writing, and the cover pages always wow me. So I might delve into it after I might finish the series. So yeah,
So yeah, Aru will get into Discord in about 7 years. So
indeed.
indeed. Um,
I finished that like 3 years
next,
ago.
the fantasy news must flow. And in our first
Yeah.
piece of news, rumors of a Kane Chronicles show have sprung up. Um, So this comes after Netflix canceled the Kane Chronicles movies that they were producing after because of they kind of lost the rights because of a time constraint or something. Um, so right now, um, this rumor is basically unconfirmed because the article that most people are sourcing this from has basically no sources at all. So we have no idea if it's true or not. Most
I
likely it's
see.
not because Mr. Riordan, is currently just has his hands tied with the new Percy Jackson show and the seventh book in the series. But maybe this is true. Hopefully it's and hopefully it's good. And yeah,
As all things
we're
should
good.
be.
Yeah.
Ishan, what is your opinion on the Kane Chronicles? This news and also just the Kane Chronicles in general.
In general, I would say it's good. I just kind of lost interest around the second book, so don't take my word for most things I say about the Game Chronicles. About this being a TV show instead of a movie, I frankly think it will work better as a TV show than a movie because it gives them more time to flesh out the characters and the story.
Yeah, the thing is, for most books, 8 hours still isn't enough to tell the entire story. Like, but with Rick Riordan, the books are small enough and fast enough for basically it's like you can fit it in eight
A lot more
episodes
digestible,
basically.
to say the least.
Or yeah, for other books like The Wheel of Time, you shove that into 8 pages, you get a disjointed mess. So it's
Mm.
like you cannot do that while still keeping it good. And don't even get me on the Stormlight Archive. If you try to put the Stormlight Archive into 8 episodes, honestly, you could just fit the first book into like 10 movies, and you would still have to cut out a bunch of scenes. So yeah. In our next piece of news, there have been set leaks about Superman, the movie.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy. I mean, it looks dope, like it looks hella cool. I haven't watched any Spider-Man movie, like a Superman
You
movie.
haven't watched any, but yeah, staying on
That's no,
topic, Arav. Staying on topic, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Let's
yeah.
move.
Okay. Yeah, Superman. I have not watched any Superman movie, and let alone there. Yeah, but yes, I have not watched any. But this looks cool. This looks really cool. High quality too.
It
I
looks
don't
fun.
know.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, everyone here is not a DC fan because in India we don't read comic books are
Hard to
incredibly
come by
expensive here.
unless
Yeah.
they're talking about Tinkle. Else, we don't have much else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
True. I love Tinkle,
Western comic
but yeah.
Western comic books are extremely hard to obtain unless you're on Amazon, and like each volume of a comic costs like 3,000 bucks, which is a highway
That is
robbery.
crazy. That is
It's like
way too much for
True.
us.
True.
and like it makes
Yeah.
no sense to me, but like I know that comics have a lot of effort put into them, but if you
Like,
take a look at how long a comic can last me, like 200 pages of a comic will last me about an hour. Meanwhile, 200 pages of a book will last me at least 4 hours. So it just doesn't really make sense why they're so expensive here. But like yeah, so comics are just so when you don't have any comics, when people don't really read comics in your country, the main way people consume superhero media is in movies. And let's just say that DC's movie game isn't the best.
easy double
I
hockey
I
stick.
I see.
But James Gunn, who directed the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy for Marvel, and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is actually my favorite Marvel movie. Um, I, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be good because he's directing this movie too. Because I trust him, and it's also this. From what I've seen, I haven't seen. I don't know much about Superman, but I think this is the best looking costume, live action costume for Superman I've seen. Very comic accurate. Now, recently they actually gave out like a what do you call it? A suit reveal a couple days ago, but people didn't really like it that much because it was dark. It made it look muddy and stuff. But this looks great. So we have a bunch of other leaks. Here we have
Oh,
Superman again, and here we have Clark Kent who has some weird stuff going on with his hair. Yeah,
yeah.
and then here's him being arrested.
Oh,
And
for whatever reason.
here's him. Here's him with Mr. Terrific, who is a hero I have never heard of before this, which
None of us
me
have.
neither. Who? Yeah.
none of us
Who?
have. Now on to Ishan to talk about the Street Fighter news.
And the series is in like 2026, so can't say too much about it as of now. And frankly, I'm not too involved with the series. I just know it's a funny fighting game.
Funny is, yeah.
Not
I
funny,
played the
but like,
game.
Oh.
yeah, I'm not too experienced on
I
Street
played the
Fighter as
fifth.
a whole.
I've played the fifth game when it was free on PS Plus, which I had for like a month. Um, it was good. It was good. But like from what fighting games I've played, I prefer the Smash Bros type more for some reason.
Yeah, like
It's
Brawlhalla.
just like, yeah, like Brawlhalla. It's just beat people up until there's no health bars. Just beat them up until they fly out of your eyesight. I like
Yep.
that more than the health
Very
bar
fun.
stuff. Yeah.
Indeed. Oh.
Next, Ishan will talk about the new Batman trailer.
Well, yes, from the trailer, I can see it's very reminiscent of the older DC TV shows. And one thing that did catch my eye is that Barbara Gordon's here. Very interesting choice. Otherwise, again, you got.
Mm,
I'm not very experienced with Batman. I just memes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much.
memes.
This one is being produced by three different big names. One of which is Bruce Timm, who worked on the original animated series back in the 90s, which I have not watched, but I have heard is excellent. Then the other one is Matt Reeves, who directed the new Batman film recently, which again I have not watched, but I have also heard is excellent.
Hmm.
The third producer, is a bit more of a big bag, which is J.J. Abrams, who most people will know because either because he directed Lost or created Lost, which is a show that was very well received when it first came out, but eventually started getting less and less and less people who actually liked it, because apparently it started getting bad towards the end, which I have not watched. What I know him for is for directing the first and third movie in the Star Wars sequels, which are horrible, like horrible
I
movies. The
I have
Force
not
Awakens,
watched it to keep my Beyond Star Wars pure.
yeah,
Hmm.
but you've already watched the Obi-Wan show, so
Yeah, so like still a little muddy
still a little
overall
bit muddy.
perception. And Boba
Mm,
Fett, which is extremely
yeah,
boring.
no,
I'm surprised if
I
I even
boring.
watched that. This is extremely
Boring wasn't
boring.
really my.
I fell asleep
Unfortunately, Boba Fett is required viewing if you want to watch Mandalorian season 3. But to be honest, you probably shouldn't watch Mandalorian season 3 either because
because
that
it's
was
not.
a
It's
very
kind
mixed
of the same
bag.
story as Boba Fett.
Yeah, not very good. Plus, I mean, like, take away Grogu in season 2 and then you bring him back immediately in a spin off show. Yeah, very good storytelling, guys.
Just
Yeah.
watch Mandalorian season one
Yeah.
and two. Do yourself a favor and do that.
Yeah, for me, Star Wars, I've given up on Star Wars. I'm not even watching the new show. The only thing that are canon to me is like uh, original trilogy, prequel trilogy, Clone Wars, maybe Rebels. Yeah, that's it. I
And
because of Mandalorian. No,
to me,
I
it's just
only like
Mandalorian season one and two.
yeah, I don't like us their portrayal of Ahsoka on the Mandalorian and the Ahsoka show because I mean she doesn't seem like the same person, if you get what I mean. She seems a lot less. She seems a lot more reserved and stuff. And okay, back to J.J. Abrams. Force Awakens was just a glorified New Hope ripoff, and Rise of Skywalker was the Rise of Skywalker. They fly now.
Wow.
Great writing. Yeah. So now Isha will talk about
Yes.
Fortress Two.
So, if you are a TF2 fan, you would have noticed for the past 5 years, the whole game has been plagued. Like, I mean, plagued by bots who just keep destroying servers left and right. And Valve refused to do anything for like a really good long time. But
Hmm.
recently, they finally banned around 20,000 bots. This makes the game playable. Finally.
Wow. They
But
made a
we're
game
not going to stop here.
playable.
We're going to keep
That's
protesting
insane.
until Valve actually recognizes the game as an actually good, an actual thing. It's like that one dead parent who no deadbeat dad who never listens.
Wow.
So like people are happy, but we want more
Character development,
No,
kind of.
because
I know
Valve
nothing
is
about this.
there's like no there's like one janitor still working on TF2. Just one janitor, I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
Janitor, wow. Does he have like a background in
That's how little
coding or?
respect they have for their own game. It hurts,
Hmm.
frankly.
Now, Aura will talk about the castings for One Piece season 2.
Yeah, I mean, when these got announced, it was just amazing. You know, like they actually resemble their characters very well.
Except Smoker. Except
Yeah, except
Smoker.
except Smoker. Smoker's a bit off,
Yes.
but yeah, yeah, they all look great. If you go to the next slide too, like yeah, yeah, I love the Miss Valentine, actor and like Mr. And Mr. Five, Mr. They both do match up a lot. I feel
One thing
like
I
Mr.
think.
Nine is
Yeah.
not that accurate in my opinion.
No, I
Uh,
feel like he looks pretty much like him. I think Mr.
oh,
Three. I don't know his name. Yeah, it's David Dastabalchian who is coming up everywhere now. He was in Ant Man. He was also in what do you call it? The Dune. Um, and
oh,
he was also in the Suicide Squad movie. He's just showing up everywhere, and now he's in One Piece. He's just
crazy.
infiltrate. He's gonna someday he maybe he was in Star Wars. I'm not sure if he was in Star Wars, but soon he's gonna infiltrate like every major franchise on the face of this planet. Uh, Wait for David Dastamalchian to be in Bahubali. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no,
So
no.
no, okay, but like yeah, he's a really good actor from what I've seen him in. So yeah, he's and also this it's pretty much a perfect casting. He doesn't look like Mr. Tree, but he acts like him. Uh,
Hmm.
this is also some of the actors. Yeah. Uh,
Damn.
Now on our next piece of news, Netflix has cancelled an urban fantasy show called The Grim Reality or something like that. Even though the filming was completed 2 years ago, which I mean, Netflix recently has just yeah, they've
Yeah, yeah.
cancelled okay
Corporate
Chronicles.
slum.
They've cancelled a bunch. They've cancelled a bunch of good shows for seemingly no reason. Basically, Netflix is just
Money
it's
hungry.
they're just kind of insane. They're just kind of
Yeah,
insane.
yeah,
No one knows
yeah.
why they cancel these shows. No one knows why they do anything. It's just like so, but like,
Yeah.
the filming was done. Why would you
Uh,
cancel it?
Exactly. Just
Is the
Allow
edit
the
is the is the editing is it going to development hell or something? It's like I I've never heard of this show before, but I mean, uh, like it's already done filming. Oh gee, I'm gonna go cancel it. Woo-hoo. So
yeah,
yeah,
stupid decision.
very stupid. Yeah. Uh, uh
Oh wow. So this is crazy. I have not read Demon Slayer. I'm just gonna watch the whole thing. I'll wait, but I just want to watch the
it's
whole
all
thing.
to clarify. He's already watched the first 3 seasons and is watching season 4 right now.
disappointed.
Yes, indeed. So yeah,
No.
this is shocking, but I like it. I'm down with it. Like yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
that's my
you
thoughts.
know, I think it's actually cool because like if you have a
One
big
second.
story
One
based
second,
show
guys.
and then like you end it in a movie trilogy, that's like the coolest thing ever. I'm imagining if like Clone Wars or like Avatar, if Avatar: The Last Airbender ended in a movie trilogy, that would be sick. But I think the show format was the best. Plus, Sozin's Comet was basically just a short movie. I mean, it was still like an hour and 10 minutes long. But so it's a movie. It's just a really serialized movie. So like if
Yeah,
your show ends in a movie, it's either gonna be like the best thing ever or the worst thing ever. Because
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
still
True,
getting
true.
PTSD for Troll Hunters. Troll Hunter, the ending to Troll Hunters was. I think Rise of the Titans is my least favorite movie of all time. I know there's
Wow.
worse movies. I know there's worse movies, but it just ruined the franchise in every way possible. Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah.
The next piece of news,
Wait, wait,
we
wait,
have
wait.
gotten a first look
I'll cut this part out. We'll just wait for him to come back.
at.
So,
Oh, add this to the bloopers. I'm
okay, sure. Ba ba
a
ba ba ba.
hedgehog. My name is Sonic. I run very fast. I use hair tonic. I run very fast. My name is Sonic. I run very fast. I use hair tonic.
Wow. 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 Wow.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow.
Um.
Wow.
Wow. So,
I'm
what's a
hanging
podcast thing to
because.
talk about in this type of
Oh,
world?
after this you want to have like a another discussion recorded.
After this podcast, I will have to go after this podcast because see the thing is
You
here
meanie.
is that the finals of the cricket World Cup is gonna happen, and that's like a priority to me and my mother. But my mother also wants me to study before that so that we can focus on the final.
Oh,
So like I need to put in the hours. So yeah.
we s- uh, it's about
Oh, he's
money. It's about
gone.
power. We stay
We say
hungry. We
hungry, we
devour
devour, put in the work, put in the hours. Take
hours
back
that we
what's
take. What's ours?
ours.
Take back or
Yeah,
take?
I don't know. And
Each.
take back
Uh,
was ours. Yeah, take back probably. But
where
where
you
is the
at?
dude?
So just tell
Three,
me when you're
two,
starting.
one. Yeah, three, two, one.
So unfortunately, Ishan had to leave because of something. He hasn't messaged us yet, but
Yeah, ditcher.
we're gonna have to
But
continue without him.
yeah,
So yeah, now in our next piece of news, we have the first look at the Dogman movie. Remember this being announced a while back, and we hadn't gotten anything based on it for a while. So I was just like, when are we gonna get news about the Dogman movie? Well, we finally got it, and it looks pretty damn good, I think. So
it
it's like,
crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I mean this is
look at
crazy. It's
the
Dog Man.
visuals.
Yeah, yeah,
Dogman,
exactly.
yeah.
It's
Oh,
Dog Man.
remember
I
what I
don't
told
know
you about?
anything about this, but it's hype because it's dog. Dog Man. Insane stuff.
Remember what I told you about him?
About who?
Never mind.
I see.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So anyway, this looks pretty good. It's done by DreamWorks, so hopefully DreamWorks does it best. In my opinion, Dogman's better than Captain Underpants, which is a hot take, I know, but
Wow.
I just like
Yeah.
it more. I don't know why.
Captain. Yeah,
I just
Captain Underpants was great.
there's just a there's just a charm to Dogman that I can't shake off. It's just so good. P.T. is
Mm-hmm.
the best character in all of fiction. Not
I
P.T.
see.
Junior, P.T. the big one.
Yeah. Yeah.
His character arc is crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah. So yeah. PT is very good villain. And yeah, it looks really good. DreamWorks, who made the Puss in Boots movie, so maybe it'll have a kind of similar effects to that. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
we
Yeah.
can see Lil PD here. Lil PD is like one of the best characters. So yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, now have gotten a first look at the upcoming show in the MCU called Agatha All Along, which I have no idea how to feel about.
I don't
WandaVision
know.
was a
Yeah.
WandaVision was a great show, and the song that was in it, Agatha All Along, is like a really good song. But is this really necessary? That's my question. Why do we need an Agatha show? No one wants to see an Agatha show. I guarantee almost no one will want to see an Agatha show. If you do, good for you. But like I'll watch it I just won't care about it.
I see. Yeah, I got
Yeah.
no opinion on this. Oh, this is
Well, no
really
opinion.
cool. This is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So over the past 2 years, they've been the Disney XD channel has been uploading episode by episode videos of Gravity Falls, and now they finally caught up to the season finale of season one. Now, season two isn't actually on Disney Plus Hotstar, which is
Yeah.
I had to finish the show through illegal methods. Let's just say that.
Oh
Oh,
no. Oh Lord.
oh
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Um,
Yeah.
I think this is like my third favorite show of all time after Phineas and Ferb. No, after second is Clone Wars and first is Phineas and Ferb. So yeah,
Yeah.
if you can't tell, I'm an animation guy. I I haven't watched that many live action shows to be completely honest.
Hmm.
Maybe it's just because oh look, pretty drawing. So
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
so yeah, I Gravity Falls is a great show, and this gives a lot of people the opportunity to watch it. So go watch it. Apparently, this is actually region locked in a lot of
Oh,
places. So in some countries, people can't watch this, which is horrible. But if it works for you, watch Gravity Falls. It's a great show. So
indeed,
yeah,
I think.
thanks. So thanks for coming to our second weekly update. Smell you later.